Hey everybody, Craig Howie here of Howie Guitars, and we're on day 4 of the Phoenix build that we're doing for the St. Vrain Valley School District Mobile Lab. And what we're going to do this time is we're going to continue shaping the neck. We're going to get the excess wood out, and we're going to prep the fretboard, put all the frets in, and get it ready for the final carve. So here we go. Okay, first of all we got to get the tape off the board from when we glued it up. And we're going to use this angle jig. It's the same angle as the peg head. And what it does is we're going to put the peg head veneer on there and route it clean, and then it'll be at the exact same angle as the peg head. Got to scrape some glue off, inevitable that there's some on the edge. And we're going to use this thing called a bone nut. This will eventually be where the strings go over top. Sits on the edge, peg head veneer just shoves right up nice and tight to it. I'm going to clamp that on, and then I'm going to pour cyanoacrylate glue around the edges. Sucks it right in like a vacuum, and then it's all glued up. Okay, now I'm going to cut all the excess wood off with a bandsaw. Okay, starting to look like a neck. Got some tabs we're going to use later. Now I'm going to use a router bit to go nice and tight to the fretboard along the sides. So nice and clean there along the edges. Now back with that angle jig, it's going to help us go at a right angle here with these pilot holes. Okay, so we want to carve the back of the peg head, but it won't sit flat like that because the fretboard gets in the way. So use this special shim here. Now we're drilling the holes that will hold it down to the CNC board. You can see I'm using a laser level to make sure I'm nice and perfect on the board. And there goes the CNC, carving the back of the peg head. Now I'm going to do some math here because I have to do some carving by hand. And I'm punching in certain numbers to make sure I carve this part nice and perfect. Leaves this little ramp. You can see we hit a knot there in the back. That's that discolored wood. Okay, gonna sand it nice and clean. And then we're carving the serial number in with a really small bit. And there you go. There's serial number in there and ready to go. Okay, now I'm routing the sides of the peg head veneer clean. There you go, nice and clean to the sides. Now, lots of sanding on the board. I want to get it really smooth. Taking it all the way down to 800 grit. And then after that, I'm even going to buff it out to get it nice and shiny. And then put on some fretboard oil. There you go, nice and shiny fretboard for you. Okay, now we're going to put the frets in. This is stainless steel fret wire. Now remember, the board is radius, so we have to radius the wire as well with this special tool. Now I'm roughly marking and cutting the frets to size. So you end up with 24 frets ready. Now notice that fret slot doesn't go all the way to the end. So what I'm going to have to do is nip off the ends of these frets like this. Now I'm going to cut them nice and clean with this cool cutter my good buddy made me. And then finally we just got to hammer them in. It's a lot of work, a lot of slow work. Just make sure that they're going in nice and easy. Take your time. Any excess I just file off with the file. There you go, all 24 frets in. Okay, the last thing we got to do is level it. So we got to make sure the board's level with this fancy level. And then we're going to mark each fret with black marker. And put some sandpaper on a level here. And then just really gently we're going to start leveling the frets with this level. The black marks help us see where we haven't hit with the level yet, so you keep going until all the black is gone. And there we go, ready for the next step, and day 4 is done.